We good.
We good. We live. We here. We're there. Have you
We're
had
everywhere.
a?
It's hot in
I'm just
here,
taking
man.
this
Oh,
moment.
yeah. I gotta
it's
turn this off
warm.
now.
There you go.
Speaking of, it's about to get a whole lot hotter.
Hot.
Yeah, with that enormous PC just pumping.
Isn't it
heat.
beautiful? I feel
It
like we
is,
should have like a camera on it.
Yeah, just a PC camera. We'll just
Maybe.
cut to that every now and then.
Just
when there's
check out the rig that brings this quality audio and video to you guys.
together.
Mm.
It's all pink.
Clock it.
Clock
Clock
it,
it.
sis.
Don't ever clock it like that again.
Why? That's like the...
You just like the
Yeah,
ASMR.
I'm like, I could hear Bean in the background.
Oh,
Tip-tapping.
You
No,
get
I can't.
excited.
poor Bean. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How we doing today?
Wait, why poor Bean? Don't let these people think that we're bad owners.
Yeah. She's living her best life out there.
She
The
is.
whole
Yeah.
house to herself.
She has freedom.
Freedom. No, she was starving. She was like, "Can I get-"
Starving?
She was like, "Can I get a piece
Oh,
of lettuce?"
she is not starving,
Can I
dude.
get you a piece of lettuce?
I Please, sir.
She was good. Please, sir.
Can I have some of your garbage?
Please.
She loves hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Takis? Yeah.
You know what?
She tore them up.
She wants hot talkie. She needs to get a job.
She's my daughter for sure.
Right. Speaking of getting a job, what's up with your boy, Marky Mark?
It's Misa.
And Ryan.
And this is Anytime Relevance Podcast. Please make sure you hit those subscribe buttons. Follow us anywhere you find your podcasts. Check us out for season 2.
Meow, meow, meow.
Pew, pew, pew.
Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about balancing.
It's very American of you.
Very. Balancing your work life and getting your mental in the game, because that work life balance is a struggle. Is it not, crew?
Is it not crew?
Like you,
Is it not, crew?
comma, crew.
Oh. Okay.
That's
Yes.
us.
So let's go ahead and discuss our work life balance currently right now. What do you do, Misa?
Okay, I currently have a blessed schedule. I will say that I'm working a 9-8-80 shift, which is 9 hours a day for, I don't know what the 8 stands for, but it's 80 hours for 2 weeks.
She grow, but she's not really grown. She's like
Kind
almost
of there.
Right.
Yeah, but anyways,
working on it.
I have every other Thursday off, and the Thursday I have on, I start a little later. So, I've definitely been saving my vacation. So, there's the work balance, and then the day off is the life balance where I just lay in bed all day.
How do you work out the mental part in there? Your mental well-being.
I'm not mentally okay.
Struggling.
Yeah, it's
A
hard
lot
out
of
here.
us- a lot of us are there.
Every day. What about you, Theo Ryan? What's the work-life balance looking like for you?
Probably semi-healthy, I guess.
Semi.
Only because of my laziness.
Right.
I probably need to work more. I work 5 days a week, and I just have 2 days off. I wish I had 3 days off. I wish I could work 4 tens. Not an option for me.
I wish I was a little bit taller.
I wish
was a
I wish
baller.
he was a baller.
Me too, dude. I
Right?
wish you didn't have to work.
You know, well,
but I just kind of come home and just relax.
Got
for the
it.
time off.
Gotcha.
Lazy about it. I shouldn't be though.
Yeah. It's it makes the work life balance a little hard. You don't enjoy home when home is a mess all the time. I know that's on me too.
I think I'm
But-
trying to get better at it actively. I think for the last couple weeks I've been coming home from work or school and just kind of like getting to it for like an hour, cleaning things up.
do you guys have any hobbies or anything that you get to get into?
Oh, gaming for sure.
Gaming.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I've been going to the gym a lot
Okay.
lately. I've been working out. I have a personal trainer I see twice a week. And then I
Sounds
go
like
to
gym.
gym classes another 2 to 3 times a week throughout the weekend. So I'm at 6 days a week right now. And it's hard because I'm gaining weight and I'm not okay.
See,
Anyways.
that's like, isn't that... No, let's speak on that
How does
because
it happen?
just a little bit of myself. I work 5 days a week. I'm off by like 3:30. My commute is like 2 hours a day, an hour there, an hour back. So by the time I get home, 4:30ish, maybe 5, there's no time for working out. So
Yeah,
I
not
don't
with
know.
that many kids in the house.
And yes, and I do have a plethora of children. So I was gonna say good job on the discipline there, because
It's crazy.
your boy needs to get up in the gym because I'm getting thicker than a Snicker. But
It's hard. It's been a work in progress for at least a decade. I've never been fit in my life, even going at it that long. But it's very discouraging
Yeah.
when you do get home and you're tired as hell and you still
Hell.
force yourself to do it and you're not seeing the progress of where you should be. I will say though, I've recently discovered chicken McGriddles, and I think that may be the issue.
Definitely. The Mick in that told me
the
everything.
Mick is all you had to say. That's
Yeah.
like carcinogenics that you're eating right there. But
But you know what? Now I'm calorie counting, so I'm hopefully, that'll do something. I don't know.
you know what? I'm with you, and I think even people out there listening right now, like we can all probably agree on this, that it is hard to kind of find the time. And I'm not even talking people that just work, 5 days a week, have the weekends off. What about people that don't have the weekends off? Industry workers, anybody out there that's just has like random day or two off. Getting like your life together in that is near impossible, especially in this economy, right?
Right. Can I
Mhm.
say, Misa's kind of my hero
Right.
for how dedicated she is.
Same. So I
Like
feel
6
she's
days
so
a week,
disciplined.
like I watch her like wake up early, come home tired, and go straight to it. Like she's not lying. She does it all the time, every day. Very dedicated.
Oh,
What
I
Ryan
I
doesn't
wish
say
I were
is
that
the
dedicated.
days I get to telework, so work from home, that when he gets home, I am still laid up in bed working.
But that's okay because I mean, what else are you supposed to be doing? Like you can't be doing anything active while you're working. What like
Yeah, and there's just like shit everywhere. That bed is the only place.
shit everywhere.
clothes, pillows,
Yeah.
no
Okay.
big deal, dude. It's a bed.
I do want to ask the audience something because it just popped in my head. It's been in my brain for a bit. But for those of you who work at McDonald's, can I order a McGriddle with a spicy chicken? With a spicy chicken patty? Is that a thing?
It's a good question. I'd actually like to know too.
Yeah.
Ask it for a friend.
Let me know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's share some stories. So I want to see some real life stories between y'all, since we talked about how it is crippling to our mental health. Well, give me a funny story that you've had where you're trying to balance life and work, and maybe it went crazy, maybe it worked out well, maybe you pulled off, like the greatest of all time type of balance. Maybe you didn't. Maybe it all went to shit. Maybe shit hit the fan.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to like distinguish life and home like two separate places. I will say this. My first job I worked at, I was really close with all my coworkers, and they were all stoners. One girl in particular was a big stoner, and we were cool. And I didn't know they made edibles that strong.
Whoa, big mistake.
And I took a bite, and it was funny because there was another guy who's a huge stoner, and he took a bite, and he was like, "Girl, how much was in this? Like, I can't even work." But that is the only and last time I will ever do anything like that at work. But I'm totally chill at home.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And I would do it again with her, not at work.
All right.
I don't know. Does that count?
It kind of does.
Does that count?
It kind of does. It was a little crazy. Time went by, but how did you balance? Like, okay,
I didn't. I panicked. I think I was like, Kelly, I need to leave. Y'all got the closing shift?
shout out to Kelly out there. You
Yeah.
know who you are.
Such a rare name,
All right.
but
What about you, Ryan?
Very similar situation to Missy's over there, except it went the total opposite direction. I was an usher at Candlestick Park for the 49ers. It was the
Oh.
last game.
dope job, by the way.
Yeah.
The best job
That
I'll
was-
ever have.
Was
The
that
best
your
job.
first job?
Yeah, my first and
Dude.
best job we'll ever have. Basically got paid to watch games.
That's
Anyways,
what's up.
it was the last game at Candlestick Park, and one of the older ladies that was on my team that had been an usher there for like 20, 30 years, brought edibles for everyone on the team who wanted them. I don't know how
While you guys are working.
Yes,
Who's
she
down?
brought this
Anybody want
because we
these?
always had like a team meeting or whatever, like before, like a couple hours before the game. So she was just like, hey, if you want one, like take it. If not, it's cool, man. And I was like, absolutely. Like, how
I'm
could I
down.
not? And
Challenge accepted.
Here, enjoy your last day. This is strong enough to where you won't remember anything.
no, it wasn't that strong. It was like the perfect amount.
Where the day
It
is
was
gonna
great
just
too.
float by.
It was a good game. Yeah, the day flew by.
Right.
I wish I remembered more. That's the only
Right.
problem with that. Is there's probably a lot I missed out
So
on. Actually.
basically, what we're gonna say, because I'm gonna say one too. What we're saying is we have no work-life balance, and the only way we get by is to get high
At work.
at
Yeah.
work. Okay.
It's hard. It's hard when you work with cool people because
It
then your
is.
personality starts coming out, and then
It
y'all
is.
start hanging out outside of work,
Yep.
and then you bring that back to work with you.
It's easy to go to work with people you don't like. You just keep yourself and just like, I don't really like you anyway, so.
Isn't it so fun when the whole crew doesn't like that person either?
But then
Us
we gotta
against
like,
them.
then we start developing now we start seeing mental health issues in people, and now they act the way they act because, they don't know they're bipolar yet, but they are.
Are you talking about just like spending more and more time with like coworkers?
You know what I mean? No, I'm just saying like people that you don't like, but back to the question at hand. When it comes to trying to balance, I will tell you straight up, I probably flake on about 90% of things that are scheduled for me to do.
Me too.
Shout out to my family. I'm sorry, y'all, but it is hard out here for a parent. And with all the kids that I have after ABA, I don't think people okay, during the week, I get home around 4 or 5. 2 days out of the week, I have ABA. ABA, if you don't know, is my child's on the spectrum, and we have to do these behavioral therapies after. And that's 2 hours, right? And so that's 2 days out of the week. And then the kids are just crazy and they don't sleep most of the days. And then I have this crotch gremlin who likes to sleep on my ribs every single night. After the end of the week, when someone asks me to go out on a Friday or Saturday, if it doesn't involve close by fun, I'm usually you know what? It's probably not for me.
Can't do it. It's gonna be a
Can't
no
do
from
it.
me,
Yeah,
boss.
it's gonna be a no for me.
Well, we feel very honored because you consistently come here
Oh,
on
yeah.
the weekends.
Facts.
And that's why,
So support us,
Right,
please.
support, 'cause
so
I'm
these
not-
hangouts don't stop.
please. But to get on the same chariot as y'all with doing drugs at work,
Yeah, yeah.
I did have a time where I was quitting a job. I was working downtown at a bar, and it was my last day, and I was going to quit the next day. And well, not quit. I already put my 2 weeks in. And this guy was like, yo, I have these 200 milligram capsules. And it was weed butter and the capsules. And I took them. And at first, I was okay. And then 30 minutes hit, and everybody was joof, joof, joof. And it was everybody's walking around. And I'm the guy that has to tap the kegs and bring all the bottles. And if I'm not there, it goes shitty, right? And everybody's
that sounds like a very loud environment
oh, it
for
was
being
right.
high.
But I
Yeah.
think my purpose was
High
I want to
pressure.
get out of here right away.
Right.
So I was what's the best way? Well, in my logic at the time was you know what? Let's just get high. And then I can skip out the back door.
And time will fly. Yep.
Yeah, but I didn't get to skip
Oh.
out the back door. I had to get
Like-
carried out the back door.
Get everyone else high
No.
so
No, no,
they don't notice
No.
you're gone.
Just me and just skip out the
Okay.
back door because everybody's drinking, right?
Yeah.
And I was just skip out the back door. Because forget this place. Basically, one of the security guards had to carry me out. Luckily, he was a great guy. Shout outs to you. And I had to call my friend if she picked me up down the street, and I had to get carried to her car.
Okay. Did he
Dang.
carry you over the shoulder or
No. He
Did basket carry you?
No, I wanted him to, but he wouldn't. He was like, "No, you're a grown man. You're good." So I just kind of,
got it.
he held me up and stuff.
Lame.
But yeah, it was lame.
Give me a piggyback ride.
I did have a fireman carry once, but we won't talk about that.
Brian.
The moral of the story is we like to get high at our jobs apparently, so we can quit.
Yeah.
I didn't want to quit that job though. That was a good job.
That was a forceful quit.
Yeah. Yep. They moved.
So, okay. Funny stories aside, now it's kind of getting dark, and it's kind of sounding like we're not um doing well with the work-life balance. So let's let's try to make it light. Something that you do to kind of balance what you do now. I'll start with it like um it gets annoying and I laugh at myself sometimes, but I'll put like certain songs on my alarm clock to kind of get me going to like what's supposed to happen at certain times. Like this is the time I'm supposed to, maybe read or study a little bit or, do some work at home if I have to or if I need to, or, make food for the kids or try to meal prep now. But I'm not gonna lie, like there's a lot of lazy time in between it.
Oh yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Sundays are my meal prep days,
Okay.
and
Yep.
there's some Mondays where we don't have lunch because I didn't feel like prepping on Sunday.
All right.
Once again, Sunday's like my day off. Like
All right.
It's
I'm not
everyone's
going
day
to the
off.
gym that day, but I know I have a list of chores stacked, such as meal prepping. So, unfortunately, more recently, I'm just like, Ryan, you could take a Pop-Tart, right? You're cool with that all week?
And an orange.
Yeah.
I just
2
don't know how people that
oranges.
have like crazy like I could not be a doctor or a nurse. I would just do hard drugs and then go to sleep and then wake up and go back to work again.
Yeah.
Like
Do hard
That's
drugs, do a little surgery here and
I
there,
think
go
with
home.
jobs like that, you're kind of just okay with sacrificing 100% of your time and self
yeah, it's just
to
like
it.
you might as well
Just
just
because the love
stay
of
at
it.
work,
Like
yeah. And all
if
jokes aside, I wouldn't do hard drugs to save people's lives out there. Don't cancel me right away. But yeah,
unless they
I don't
needed me
know.
to.
Yeah.
Unless they needed me to.
I've been watching this show lately. I don't know if y'all been watching this show, but it's called The Pit. And it talks about how like there's a doctor who's like hooked on benzos and it didn't go so well for him. So I don't know.
Isn't like House like that or Nurse Jackie? Aren't they all
Yeah,
on
they're
drugs?
all
House is addicted, yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
common thing. I guess they're all addicted. Because
Yeah.
they got it in front of them all the time, right?
Yeah.
But we don't. So
I
what
don't
does that
want it
say
in
about
front of me at
us?
all.
Not at all. What does that say about us? You're really good at disciplining yourself for working out. But what about hanging out with family?
There's definitely some weeks where I finally see my mom. She's like, "It's been a minute," and I'm like, "Oh, it has been." I don't know. The time's flying by on my end. I definitely talk to like my immediate circle at least once a week. My extended family, who we're very close with, see at all the family parties. I only see them at family parties.
Yeah.
And lately, I have also not been wanting to go. I don't know. I
It's
like being
hard.
at home. Any chance I could potentially get to be at home and do nothing and maybe just catch up on some things, I will take that.
It's
So,
valuable time.
Yeah.
so
I
should
like
we?
being home. I will say I've been doing better at limiting my time when I like go out. Recently, Ryan and I went out to like a family party at a bar, and I was like 2 hours. Well, Ryan was like 2 hours, and I went along with it. Normally
Yeah.
I'd be like, the night just started. But lately
is
I'm
true.
like, you know what? It's a good time.
We
Let's
might
go
have
home.
left before the 2 hour mark. All of a sudden, she was like, "All right, let's go. It's time."
I think, and I kind of want to go into like challenges for ourselves, especially people out there listening, because I think a lot of our time, I know a lot of my time, I want to be personal, gets taken with like my phone. Like
Mm-hmm.
doom scrolling is a real thing, and I feel like I waste a lot of time, even if I have like 3 hours just to kind of relax. I noticed that 3 hours like dwindles what could have been like precious time or catching up on a show or like spending time with the kids or like
Because what's honestly the difference of doom scrolling or watching
I
TV
feel like it speeds
or
time up.
playing a video
I
game?
just feel like it
Like you're
speeds time
still
up just a little bit more. No, is this me?
definitely speeds time up, but it's not like we were doing anything
I'd
valuable
Right.
anyway.
There's definitely I'd say there's definitely a difference between doom scrolling and playing a game. Playing a game, you're kind of engaging with it. Doom scrolling, you're just consuming. At least if I'm playing a game, like there might be strategy to it, or multiplayer might be talking to people.
I
You know
do
what I
notice
mean?
I doom scroll a little less on weekends.
Yeah.
Probably because I want to enjoy the weekend. And during the week, yeah, I will doom scroll because I want to get the week over.
Okay, so
Sure.
you proved Mark's
There's
point
some
then.
truth to where it speeds up. I didn't deny it at all. I'm just saying,
You
You
proved it.
proved my point.
pick your
But you
poison, I
proved
guess.
it.
What form of technology do you want to be focused on?
Okay. So here's my challenge then. And goes out again to my point. For people out there to have a better work-life balance, because like I said, there are other things we could be doing instead of doom scrolling, right? And sometimes I feel like the doom scroll gets put on automation where we're used to doing that work, but then it goes into our after work balance when we could be doing that 30-minute workout, when we could be reading a book, educating ourselves on something, we could be figuring out how to do something, YouTubing it, whatever it may be.
Right.
Cleaning the yard.
So doom scroll while you're at work.
Yes.
And then when you're at home,
Oh, so work goes by fast.
do
Work goes by
something
fast.
with your life.
Genius.
Get paid to play. It's like get paid to shit, like hang out. Because you know what? They're not going to care about you if you die tomorrow. They'll replace you.
Yeah.
So this is how we get back and stick it to the man, y'all. This is how we do it. We scroll and do scroll at work and chill and have a hobby or chill with the family or do something that you're supposed to do outside of the phone.
Yeah. Like J. Cole said, don't shit last.
Mm.
Shit
Shit
first.
Shit first. If you work at an office or, you can, and you're not hands-on, if you're not a doctor, a nurse, or, electrician, and your union is against it, yeah, get on the phone. Get on the phone
very
and
specific.
scroll that until that job is over, because they don't give a damn about you.
Nah, they don't. Nobody remembers all that overtime you worked.
Nah, nor will they remember you after 3 years. Everybody forgets after 3 years. All right, here's another one. Get a hobby. Another challenge I have for y'all is get a hobby.
Get a life.
I don't care what the hobby is, and a hobby isn't just playing games.
That is a good hobby. Especially
Is it a hobby?
so like once a week we have a game night with Marissa's best friend
Okay.
and her husband and a bunch of his friends. We'll have like 8 to 10 of us all playing
There
a
we
game
go.
together.
So not just with yourself. You
No, it's like a
cannot
little
play.
community.
You got to play with the community. There we go. We
Yeah,
have
it's
stipulations.
so
Go
much
ahead.
fun.
Explain the challenge, Ryan.
Well, it's not a challenge.
There should
It's
be a
just-
challenge out there.
Yeah, I
Do
challenge
this.
y'all
There you go.
to, if you're a gamer, if you had a group of friends you used to play with, try and get them together once a month. Just once a month, because it's hard to get everyone on schedule,
Yeah.
at this age, at the same time, you know what I mean? Once a month, just play a cheap little $5, $8 game. Something everybody can afford.
I know.
Get
Cats out
together
there
for a
like
couple
once a
hours.
month. I do it like once a day. Sometimes 2 times.
Just saying, depending on how old you are.
Right.
Once a week, once a day, once a month.
And I guess this is the people that are like trying to balance that work and life, So if you ain't got a job and you don't work 40 hours plus, then, scroll past this because we ain't talking to you.
Yeah.
But, okay, so basically what we've been saying to everybody is there is no work-life balance, especially here in this United States of America, because they're going to work you until you basically pass out and die of either diabetes, hypertension, and all that good stuff.
High blood pressure.
Or heart disease
yeah.
because you've been sitting all day for the last 65 years.
Right. So, kind of grim, but there are ways around it.
You know why I also like kind of looked into working out more from the jump was because there was a period where I was working my 9 hours, sitting at a desk all day, would come home and then sit at this desk for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I was averaging like less than 2,000 steps a day. So that's not good.
That's not a lot.
Good,
Well,
guys.
I've
It's
been
not
there before,
good.
too. Again, that's why I fluctuate and I get.
Well, you stand a lot for work.
Yeah, but I don't have to if I don't want to. So it's kind of a choice. You know what I mean? Like I can. There are times where I have to stand. Like I'm going all over the board and I'm teaching stuff. But then there's times where I'm like, I can do this at my desk. And am I going to take those opportunities? Yes. You know, I'm in a central point. Everyone can see me. Again, my voice is pretty loud. I can get across the point, but do I have to stand all the time? No.
But sometimes it is nice. That's like
Sometimes,
when I'm in class, like there's like maybe like an hour or two out of the day where I just stand. I
yeah.
sit in the back of the class, I just stand.
I think there's times where I wish I was a PE teacher.
Right?
You
That seems
know,
so goated. Don't have to grade homework, get paid the same amount.
saying,
Those were the smartest individuals.
is there hope? Is there really a work-life balance? There can be. Is it
Yeah,
hard?
I think it depends what you do.
It's so hard.
Depends how much money you make.
But it is hard. But just know
But
that
maybe not that either.
you're not alone out there. We are all in the same boat. We're trying to figure this thing out. There is no playbook on this thing called life, especially work-life balance. Cancel if you have to, but please go visit family, right?
Yes. I will give a shout out to the younger generation here. They've really taken advantage of like doing career paths where you can essentially work for yourself, do
Yeah.
your own schedule. People are on social media now and they're making money off that.
Yeah.
And they're linking it to a passion. Like maybe you do hair and that's your whole gig and you're getting money from doing your hair, but also being on social media, and hopefully you're being responsible with your money. But I think it's really cool right now that they get to kind of enjoy their lives doing what they want and making money off of it.
Well, when they get a little bit older, they could always just transition to like the people that like power wash other people's driveways for free. Like that's not, it's not a far transition. You already have a massive following. It's very satisfying to watch. Same thing as like makeup. I'm sure it's like very satisfying thing to watch.
That stuff is very much on my feed because
See,
I enjoy watching.
See, exactly.
It's so satisfying.
Boom. Like you're
Create-
welcome.
Creative benches to clean up around the house without having to do much. Yeah. Rebrand it.
It's the same
Rebrand
thing,
it.
man.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you have better advice than we do because,
What?
yeah. It's hard out there.
Don't get high at work.
Basically.
Don't sit for 16 hours a day. I think
Yeah, get your steps in.
Okay,
I've given
so don't
pretty
text us
great
lead.
advice.
We're giving gold, all right? We're giving gold, so
Yeah.
let us know what you think. Chime in, hit us up with your comments. Again, follow us anywhere you get your podcast at. Your boy Mark.
I'm Misa.
And Ryan.
And this is Anytime Relevance Podcast. Peace.